What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 11. We start today's episode with a look at the league table. As you can see, 3 games to go. Seems like Walsall are probably going to be champions with Salford going up alongside them. But as for Barrow, as we know, they've been the team in recent episodes that have been slipping up a little bit, allowing us to temporarily go into the top 3. We're currently 2 points behind them in the table right now with 3 games to go. And there is still a chance, whilst it seems now for certain it will be going to the playoffs, there is still a chance we could possibly sneak in with 3 games to go and gain automatic promotion. I said before though, if we're going to do that, we probably need to win all 3 of our remaining league games. Still, for the first game of today's episode, Colchester United at Rodney Parade coming on the back of that 2-2 draw against Sutton United. Such a frustrating game that one, but hey, to be fair, we were 2-0 down, so to rescue a point is a good result considering where we were an hour into the game. But yeah, on the back of the 2-2 draw, of course, Isaac Davis done for the season. I mean, that Collins would start up top in this game here against Colchester. We had the first 2 chances of the game. First hit in the crossbar from a header, and then Pearson firing wide. 2 golden chances, and then another one here, 36 minutes in, to try and get ourselves in front. Pearson going for goal from range, just off target, as we were still tied at 0-0 at the break. It was a game where Colchester had very little to play for, but we had automatic promotion on the line. So unsurprisingly, as I was playing those 6-minute halves, I was getting the chances. And 7 minutes after the restart, pressure from Colwell sees him Rob Cox cut inside and find the back of the net as well. Puts the pressure on the fullback, managed to outmuscle him, duke past the last defender and find the bottom corner. So Newport finally in front. A minute to go in the game, still leading as Pearson tries to beat Smith, step inside and shoot himself. He'd do so, but hit the side netting. And in the end, it did not matter. 1-0 the final score. We get the 3 points. I didn't see where it happened in the game, but Collins, who came in for Davis, also got an injury as well. So back-to-back injuries for our highest rated strikers in consecutive games. That is just so unfortunate. But the win was exactly what we needed. Back to winning ways there. 1-0 the final score against Colchester. Should have been more goals really, but hey, I'll take it because Barrow's defeat means we leapfrog them in the table and go a point clear with 2 games to go. We're still 3 off Walsall and Salford, but I'm not one bit bothered right now by first the champions or second. Third will do me fine. And so for the second game of today's episode, final away day, Port Vale at Vale Park. A lot more riding on this game for them than it was for Colchester in the last game, because they right now are trying to keep themselves in the playoffs. So massive game for both teams. You'll notice there were staff on the pitch, yes, as we will take on Port Vale here away from home. So much riding on this game for both teams. Heading into it, I knew there was a slight chance if we were to win, we could be promoted today. And that's why, with so much pressure on the game, 5 minutes in, we fell behind. Yeah, I just can't handle pressure. I choked in the last episode, dropping out of the top 3, and I'm choking in this one. Yeah, there's the staff on the pitch for you, by the way. It's the same 2 staff members that were there in our EFL Trophy game earlier on in the season. Insulate Britain protest. They're taking it too far, I'm telling you. Still, Port Vale taking the lead, and we're a goal down. 33 minutes into the game, though, a chance to respond, and we do so as well. Davis in from Wrexham. Fires in a level, and by the way, how cool is this camera angle here? The awesome celebration for the away fans. I've mentioned so many times before, but take note of where the away fans are housed when you're on the road, guys, because it's so cool for the realism and the immersion when you celebrate with them. It looks so cool in scenes like that. But yeah, back on level terms courtesy of Davis, and it's 1-1. The only problem was, as we knew, a draw in this game probably wouldn't be enough. Barrow would most likely win, and therefore they'd be back in the top 3 with, oh yes, with a game to go, but 3 minutes after the restart. I'm telling you, talk about handling the pressure. I was running through with Sam Pearson over this one-on-one, and I was just like thinking, if I mess this up, I might not get a better chance. Just about get my composure, drilled it into the bottom corner. Newport turned the game on its head and lead by a goal, and then 69 minutes in, what a storming run by Matthews, and then Colwell denied at the near post. And at this point, I had a bit between my teeth. I've talked many times about momentum in FIFA, and now I believe it's a real thing. This is one of those moments where momentum was on my side. I was getting chance after chance. I knew if I get a 3rd goal, that will probably all but do it. And so with a minute to go, continue to be brave, not sit on the 1 goal lead, play a high press game. We get the chance to win it. And Catton drills it in off the bench. And how cool was this? Absolutely brilliant. Since the new last-minute goal celebrations have been added into the next-gen consoles, I've mentioned before, at times they need to be more situation-specific. That's as specific to the situation as it gets. Catton drills in what you call the clincher, the dagger, makes it 3-1. Newport get a 2-goal cushion, whilst Port Vale had a great chance late on to get back in the game. What a save by Webb! And I was just doing ball rolls with the goalkeeper. You have no idea how happy I was at this moment, man. Seriously, just ball rolling till the final whistle, because Catton's 3rd goal, the clincher, ensured we get the win. And at full time, I saw celebration animations. The camera panning straight to Rashesha, and eventually you'd see the huddle and the celebrations together. And I was thinking, it's a massive win. It means we're now 1 win away from promotion. But then I was thinking, have we actually done it? So after I did my post-match interview here, I'd see the league table, and there it is. Barrow lose back-to-back, and because of our win at Vale Park, Newport County, with a game to spare, are promoted. I mean, I talked about us choking in the last episode. Barrow have been the one team out of them, Walsall and Salford, that have been losing games every now and then and allowing us to be in the top 3 for a brief period of time. But to lose back-to-back in 2 of the final 3 games and us go 4 points clear of a game to spare, that right there is the definition of a choke. From destiny in their own hands to blowing it with a game to spare. Well, let's just say, I can say we did well to get those back-to-back wins to get back on track. But the promotion is mainly due to a choke from another team. Yeah, we're going up, partly because of us winning back-to-back, mostly because of the choke from Barrow. But hey, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. And those scenes there, those last-minute celebration scenes, absolutely brilliant. One of the new features that EA have added in that I'm really happy about. And again, at times, as Rashesha scores on the final day, his 5th of the season, I love this guy, man. I do feel at times the celebrations can be a little bit too dramatic in games that don't warrant it. You know, it's like match day 7 in the Premier League, and you're taking on a side in mid-table, and you're also in mid-table, and there's very little to play for, and you've just gone 2-0 up, and the guys will celebrate like they won the FA Cup final. It can be a little bit too dramatic, but in moments like that, they look so cool. Like running to the corner flag, the whole staff coming along as well. It looked really cool. Anyway, the final game of the season meant nothing in the end. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. I literally went into today's episode with the final 3 games thinking, right, we're going to find out what position we are in the playoffs today. And instead, we ended up securing promotion with 2 games to go. Here's the final league table. Walsall were indeed champions, as we suspected. Salford are up behind, and us in 3rd. Barrow lost 3 straight. Barrow lost 3 straight to drop into the playoffs alongside Hartlepool, Exeter and Bristol Rovers as well. But what a crazy end to the season for Newport, and I'll say it once again, I'm buzzing. We're going up automatically. I didn't expect that heading into today's episode. I thought that Barrow were going to do it after we'd choked it, but 3 straight losses. That's got to be one of the biggest bottles I've seen from the AI, man. But hey, we capitalised on it. We're going up to League One automatically, and I can't believe we did it with a game to spare as well. Absolutely ludicrous. But hey, those celebrations look so cool, man, didn't they? I'm such a geek. I'm such a nerd, but like they just made it so immersive, you know. But hey, listen, there we go. Then we're up to League One, buzzing with that. Barrow. Oh, what a season for Barrow fans to forget. They lost the playoff final to Hartlepool. So talk about the bottle jobs there. Barrow staying in League 2, Hartlepool coming up alongside us, Walsall and Salford as well. And as for our objectives this season, as you can see, we failed a couple. We did fail to reach the last 16 in the FA Cup, but that's a difficult thing for a League 2 side to do, no doubt about that. But hey, we gained automatic promotion in the end with 2 games to spare. Oh, sorry, a game to spare. Buzzing with that, and Newport are up to League 1. I gotta say, like, I felt as though we could do it this season. I thought playoffs would be the most likely way to do it. Failing to go up would have been considered a failure. I always believed that automatic promotion, as it was the board objective, was definitely a strong possibility. But I just thought as though, because of how much I've struggled in this year's FIFA, it would be hard to do it. And it was such a hard season as well. It really was. Despite gaining promotion, it was such a difficult campaign. And I have to be honest here, like, this was a long slog of a season. This was a really, really challenging one. But I've mentioned before, I'm kind of happy about the way that Ultimate has changed this year. In fact, I'm very happy about the way that Ultimate has changed this year, because in previous FIFAs, like, it was just, again, I would never say the difficulty was easy, but it could at times be relatively easy to exploit, but not anymore. If you're watching my Brentford career mode right now, then firstly, thank you. Really hope you guys are enjoying it. You will know it's not like I can win the Premier League in a couple of seasons like we could do in previous FIFAs. It's a lot more difficult, and at this lower standard of football as well in League 2. You know, I talked about it last year. I did my Court to Glory series, and if you watched that, firstly, thank you. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was probably my favourite series last year. You know, in the first season, we kind of dominated pretty easily. League 1 as well, gaining automatic promotion back to back. This has been a different season. Like, this has been a much more challenging season. Yes, we just about came through, but again, it wasn't really due to us being incredible, if you will. It was mainly, again, due to another team choking it right towards the end that gave us the automatic promotion. So I have to say, that's one thing I'll give EA props to. Ultimate is a lot more difficult this year. This was a really difficult and challenging, grueling, draining season, no doubt about that. But with this Newport County team, the future's very bright. We've got an incredibly young team. I don't know how many of these real players have any sort of good potential whatsoever. I think very few. Sam Pearson probably the best of the lot, though. 11 goals and 6 assists in 41 games this year. However, at least we've got 2 players out of the academy with potential tags. Matthew with the great potential, and Payne with the exciting prospect tag as well. Certainly reasons to be optimistic in our first season with Newport County. We are up to League 1 by the skin of our teeth. Absolutely buzzing with that. We do it in dramatic circumstances, no doubt about it. But for Newport County and Wales, we've laid down the groundwork with the club, starting to develop some of their lesser known talents for the future that could have a hand to play as the years go by. And a couple of players out of the academy with potential tags as well. The future remains very bright for club and country at the end of Season 1. And we're a 1.5-star team now. Hey, back to 1.5-star team with the best defensive record. We had the best defensive record, and no surprises, best defensive team in League 2. But that was this episode of CNC, guys. Big thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first season. If you have, then please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the beginning of Season 2, our first season in League 1 with Newport County, very soon.